Hello and welcome to yet another video of Sky High English Academy. Today we are going to conduct an IELTS speaking mock test with our student Andrea. So let's get started. Hello, my name is Shinto. Can you tell me your full name please?
My full name is Andrea Sebastian. You can address me as Andrea.
Andrea, can I see your identification please?
Here is a passport that I use for registration.
Alright. Andrea, have you ever lost your way?
Yes, I have lost my way once when I went for a school trip. I lost my way there.
How can you find your way when you are lost?
If the place is full of people, the best option could be asking people for directions. Otherwise, you could use a map.
Can you read a map when you get lost?
I can read a map, but usually I don't use maps. I use an application in my phone that helps me find my direction.
Have you ever helped someone who got lost?
I have helped a friend of mine who got lost once.
Do Indian people like barbecue?
Yes, Indian people do like barbecue. It's traditionally in India it's called tandoori chicken as it's cooked in a cooker called tandoor, and it's very much popular in North India.
What kind of food do you like to eat for barbecue?
For barbecue we usually use chicken and occasionally we use fish too.
Would you like to have barbecue with your friends or your family?
I'd like to have barbecue with both my friends and family because we all are quite close.
Did you have barbecue when you were a child?
I don't remember having barbecue when I was a child at home, but we do went to restaurants and took takeouts from the street vendors.
Andrea, do you use a wallet?
Yes, I do use a wallet. I use it to carry my cash, important cards, and essential bills.
Have you ever lost a wallet?
Yes, I have lost my wallet once. I left it in a bus while I was traveling.
Have you ever sent a wallet to someone as a gift?
I gifted my brother a wallet recently for his birthday.
Do most of your friends use a wallet?
As a wallet is quite an essential thing, all my friends use a wallet.
This is the end of your task 1. Now we'll begin with your task 2, for which I'll give you a cue card. You can take down notes in 1 minute if you like, and you'll have to speak for 2 minutes. You have 1 to 2 minutes for this, so don't worry if I stop you. I'll tell you when the time's up. Can you start speaking now, please?
We all have encountered different kinds of difficulties throughout our life. Today, I would like to talk about a rather challenging thing that I had to do, which was forgiving my best friend. This was probably a long time back. I would have probably been at 10 years of age. I vividly remember this was the first day of school after the long summer break. My parents had brought me brand new school supplies. Out of all those items, the one that I treasured the most was my pencil case. It was blue in color, beautifully decorated with a photo of my favorite Disney princesses and decorated with glitter. I couldn't wait to brag about my pencil case to my friends, and my excitement was actually over the top. Later that afternoon, I was busy showing off my pencil case to my friends during the lunch break, and my teacher had called me to the staff room and I had to go. When I returned, to my astonishment, I found my pencil case broken, and that too by my best friend. I was quite devastated and heartbroken. I couldn't stop crying even after reaching home. I kept on complaining, and I was in this inconsolable state for hours. After the tantrum had settled, my mom came to me and told me how important it was to forgive your friends, forgive others, especially my friends. After giving it a lot of thought and consideration, I finally decided to forgive my best friend. At that very moment, I felt very much at ease, and I had felt like I had gotten rid of a huge burden. I felt really good about myself because I was being the bigger person by forgiving my best friend. And as a reward, my mom bought me and my best friend the same pencil case, and it is a memory and a lesson that I'll always keep close to my heart.
That was the end of task 2. Now we'll begin with task 3 for the follow-up questions. Do you think people should forgive more?
Um, I think people should forgive more. Forgiving is a really noble trait, and it is something that people should inculcate within themselves. If more people were ready to forgive, the world would be a better place to live in.
Is it necessary for parents to teach their children to forgive?
It is necessary for parents to teach their children to forgive. It is something that should be inculcated in them from a really young age because it would help them in the long run to keep better relationships with people.
Do you think it is important to forgive others to sustain a good relationship?
I think it is very much necessary to forgive others to maintain a good relationship. I believe relationships should be given a greater priority than the silly mistakes that others make. So, I believe forgiving is the most important aspect of any relationship.
Who all do you think play a major role in the character formation of a child?
I personally believe that the primary role is played by the parents. They also get influenced by their teachers, siblings, and their friends who they grow up with.
What do you think people should do when faced with a difficult situation?
When faced with a difficult situation, first and foremost, they should stay calm. Then, people should maintain a level head and rationalize the situation. Most importantly, they should have the courage to pull themselves together through the situation.
Do you think the current generation leads an easier life compared to their parents?
Due to the Great Depression and world wars, the parents of today's generation had to go through a lot of hardships that today's generation was lucky enough to have avoided. But today's youth have their own demons to face, like mental health problems such as anxiety, social anxiety, depression, maybe lack of self confidence.
Do you think parents should always help their children in difficult situations?
In my opinion, parents shouldn't always help them through their difficult situations because it is important for them to learn to face their difficulties on their own, which would make them independent and capable of handling situations. And hence, I think parents should only help them when it's really necessary.
That was the end of the speaking session. Have a good day ahead.
Thank you.